Hello, in my new movie I'm trying to explain to you how actually the Toyota 2000, I think from 2010 until 2013 version, this is how you actually open this part of the dashboard if you want to access the AC portion of it. So basically it's quite delicate, and I was able to open it, but I'm trying to show you how I'm gonna replace actually one of these bulbs. So this tiny bulb, it's actually what illuminates these AC controls. So we have these control knobs, and after the car has become about 6 years old, finally some of these lights actually started to die out, and for that reason I had to actually think about a way to replace these. And so I think it was this one, the fan speed was dying, but then boy, suddenly when I actually removed it and tried to actually replace this one, it turned out that the three of them actually are about to die. So probably the filament inside these lamps, these bulbs, actually probably started to, how to say it, crack or melt, or I mean they deteriorated, and basically for that reason now I ended up having to open this entire mess to have access to these, which are hidden under these things, and I'm gonna actually show how to access that, and hopefully it'll be a good lesson for those who actually want to replace it. And it is quite delicate because there are some of these clips, so if you're not if you're not careful, you can break them. So you really have to be careful how you actually remove this. But right now I'm not in the process of actually opening it. Instead, I'm in the process of putting it back together. Unfortunately, I didn't think about filming this until now. So I looked on YouTube for this and tried to basically replace these bulbs, but I had no idea what I'm about to do. I had no idea what it actually requires, what is needed, or where they are located, or how much the amount of effort, and from where to start. And so hopefully this video will actually help those that may have been looking for the same thing. And anyways, so let's get right to it. Okay, so I'm not sure if everything is clear from there, but basically what I'm gonna start doing now, I will try to first, actually I have to move the stick, this down so it is out of the way. Now that it is out of the way, this can actually fall a little down and is no longer in my way. So there are actually, so as you can see, there is these harnesses, electric harness, and these cables. So I need to unhook them, and the way you do it is by pressing this down and pushing it out, just like that. Okay. You can see it just holding because of the other cables are tight. So we're gonna do the same. Now we're gonna do the same for this guy. And that's it. Those cables are off now. So these are actually what control the different speeds and stuff. But there are these ones which are cable based. Let me actually let me see if we can have. So these actually are cables. You can see that. And so when you turn this, it'll shift some of the basically I don't know what they call them, but basically they're like, they shift basically air direction. For example, whether it goes through the these ones, or it closes the one on the top and opens the one in the bottom, or it can open the one in front for actually clearing the fog on the window. But yeah, so and also the temperature, how much it comes from the heater and how much it comes from the AC side, from the outside external world. So now I have to remove those, and those are quite delicate actually. We have two snaps, so you have to press this one down, but at the same time there is one like this on the other side, and so they both have to be pressed down and pushed out. But this one actually I replaced it, so I don't need to do that for this one. And on top of that, I think this one is actually perfectly aligned. This one is not so aligned, so I have to open it anyways for alignment, but also I will be putting the bulb that I was just showing. So I replaced these two. This one actually is still missing. Actually, I may have to open this one too, because I need to pull the entire thing out. I mean, I could do it while this one is sticking in, but it's better to actually pull the entire thing out and show you how it looks inside. So let's get right to it. I'll push this thing. So you have to kind of like keep, after you press it, you basically have, it's like a two people job. So once you pressed it, you have to pull on that side and keep it pulling, because otherwise it'll snap back in. And then you press the other side, and when you press it, it should pop out. You see, that's one. So that one is now gone. It's out. What remains is this one. We're gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna keep it out, otherwise it'll snap back in. That's it. So now you got your panel, your AC controls are being completely removed. And so let's take a look here, just give you a very quick look at the inside, the guts of this car. So this is basically, for example, this is the shifting. This connected to the shifter, the speed shifter. This is another thing. So basically this is quite delicate actually to put together. You have to be careful, because each of these pieces, this one the radio and this one, actually hook together. So you have to actually remove the radio, almost remove the entire shit to get so you remove one after the other, but this one is actually held between this one and this one. So somehow it's not so simple. It's just ridiculously difficult to actually remove this. For that bulb, as you can see, that is the one, it's inside over there, the one white. So I have to turn it around, either with a screwdriver, flat screwdriver, or you can use this. You can put it inside, and once it is inside, then there it is. This is actually, I think it may have actually fallen inside that cover, the yellow cover. So those are actually the other ones that I removed. I'm not sure if it will get out. I think it's gonna stay inside. It gets stuck there. Fortunately, I don't really. I'm gonna try. It just fell inside. Freaking poor design. I can see it. It's on the side. Fortunately, we're gonna live with that. I don't wanna pull the entire thing out. I've had enough with this crap. Alright, so let's, for this guy, I think I need to actually so that's the one that I was telling you. So they basically put them on top of each other, so a couple of layers actually. This is a difficult design and very difficult to maintain. I don't like it. I can criticize Toyota engineers for designing it this way. It's not the best, not the perfect design. But hey, it is what it is. This is Toyota, known for reliability, but electronic wise is actually not so reliable as you may think. So after 6 years you have to replace these things. This is ridiculous, and they are buried inside that. You own a car and after 6 years you end up having it, otherwise they turn off and they start looking ugly and you start hating that. Because you can't see in the dark. You need it. So with the screwdriver, I guess let me show you one more time. Sorry. Come on, come out. So that's the hole, and this is the bolt that I'm putting inside. So now I'm just gonna slide it inside that hole. And there it is, it's inside. Now all I have to do is turn it with a flat screwdriver. It's very awkward to show on the camera because I don't have someone to hold it. Alright, I got it installed. So you can see that's another one in the middle. That's another one on the other side. So I replaced 3 of them. Each of them cost me about $6. And so you're looking at over $18 to replace these three. Can you imagine? I think it shouldn't cost that much. I don't understand why these dealerships are so expensive around here. The three of them should cost $6. Anyhow, it's just freaking ridiculous. So now I basically have to make sure that everything is aligned the way it was initially. So these, obviously they have to align with these ones. So I have to make sure that these knobs are perfectly aligned with the other ones. Once I install these couple, so I have to turn them to the extremities on both sides, install it, and then install the harnesses, and that's pretty much it, I think. That one is snapped right in. Let's see, where is this one? Alright, it's right there. Let's see, did we get it right? Did we get it right? And it snaps right in. Alright. So that's just part of it. So once we put this in, then so we get the harnesses put in place, and we can try it. And this goes right in here. I think this should be beneath, yeah. It should be like that. So now we get everything hooked perfectly. So all I have to do is show that the light works. I'm not sure if I need to increase maximum, but because it's not dark. You can see that. And you can see it here too. And let's see. Yep. Cool. We're done with that portion. Now I need to put it in place. What I'm gonna try here is I'm gonna try to remove this. Okay, now that's been removed. I can put this right here and it holds. And then I can snap it right back in. And there. Man, it's very stiff. Alright. So now you see it's in place. And what's next? So these couple right here. So this goes on top of the speed stick. the speed shifter stick. Goes right in here. But before that, I believe we need these two. So we're gonna need this guy. I'm gonna put it in here. Yeah, I need to hook it, obviously. And I'm not quite sure whether these guys... Yeah, I think so. This guy goes on top of that. So first, let's put this. First, let's put this in place. All right, that portion is inside. So they all actually have clips, and that's basically all you need is just insert it in its position, make sure that you don't break it in it, and then press it in, and it snaps right in, and that's pretty much it. Very easy work to put it in, but if you didn't have this knowledge, you don't know what you're expecting, you don't know what exactly you need to do. And so now I am hooking back that cable in place. I'm not sure if I can. Let's see. So this one, this guy. Put it. This is for your how to say it, the connection, the cigarette connection, which gives you current also. This provides the 12 volts, 120 watts. Alright, so it seems to me like we're almost done. The next thing is to snap things in place. And then actually this is the only portion that requires some screwdriver. Okay, and there are some clips in here. Okay, I guess this is probably because it can hold some stuff in here and it's a little bit heavy. That's easy. Alright, where are those? Really should have cleaned this before I put it back, but I'm really not in the mood of cleaning. Okay, alright, here I can clean it a little bit. Please. Alright, where are those? Not only there are screws, but I think there is... I really forgot. I thought on top of the screws there are actually some washers. And if they were, where are they? I didn't have washers. Quite forgot. It doesn't seem like there are. Nope. So then probably there is no washers. You just screw them straight. Yeah, I think. Okay. So I'm gonna screw it. So I'm gonna put the screws inside. Alright. I was thinking these guys actually really forgot. I thought there was some kind of metallic piece. It's actually quite strange. I can't. And maybe there wasn't. Maybe there was not. Okay. I frankly thought there was some like metal washers or something to strengthen it in place. But maybe I was wrong. Maybe there wasn't. Alright. So let's put this back. These cosmetics. So many panels. So you see how many panels I had to remove to get access to this guy. It all starts from the lowest all the way to the highest. And that's how it is. Unfortunately. How many? I have four clips just taking place. Alright. Now we get that portion done. We put it back into park. It was hard because the car would not let me do it. Where does this go? I have some excess parts that I don't know where to put. So now I need to figure out which part goes where. I think that this guy will go here. But the way you put them, I believe, you start from above and going down. You start from here. Nope, this guy. So let's start from above and coming all the way down. Alright. So this guy goes right in there. How many? 1, 4. Alright. That guy now looks good. This guy. Alright. That's it. That's all you need. It's right in there. See, now it looks just like it was before. Whew. And now we have to put this guy up there. I think that's it. Alright. We'll press down on it until it snaps. And that's pretty much it. And then we have this guy. Over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. The clips in place. Sure that they're in place. Anywhere. Snap. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. That's it. Everything has been snapped right in place. Alright. We're done. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I helped you out in actually understanding how this can be done for a Toyota Corolla. This is a S version 2013, but I believe they're very similar, all the Toyotas. The only differences are minor, basically trims and different plastic crap. So, and I believe that the versions from 2010 up until 13, they're all the same. Not so much difference, but I really hated to have to do this. It took a little bit of so I had to basically figure out how. I did actually a mistake. I didn't actually open this. I didn't actually think that this guy is actually held by this guy on top of it with those clips that hold it up. But once I removed it, which actually a little bit actually had to how to say it, deform. Had to deform actually those clips that come from this side, because I didn't know what was holding it. I didn't actually know that I had to remove this guy if you want to remove this guy. So not only I had to remove this guy, but you have to remove also this guy on top. That's the only way you can pull out this guy, because it's held from both sides, from above and below, by some basically clips that don't snap, but they just hold it in position. And then you have the snapping clips on both sides laterally. Anyways, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.